Hello everyone, this is Saint Joshua, and in this video we are going to see the computer network lab experiment number 1, which is the basic network troubleshooting commands. So we will cover the topics like basic troubleshooting commands, IP addressing and subnetting, LAN topology simulation, static routing and dynamic routing. So what I have understood in this experiment is troubleshooting is a systematic process of identifying and resolving the problems in the computer network. The foundational tools we use for test connectivities at the key layers of the OSA model. So primarily the network layer, the layer 3, we'll be using these commands to isolate where communication is breaking down. So we have focused on three core commands like ping, ipconfig, and traceroute. Where ping is for basic reachability using ICMP, and ipconfig is to check the local host configuration details, and the traceroute is to map the path taken by packets across intermediary routers. So now let's get into the procedure of the experiment. So the objective was to diagnose a simulated failure where a host could not reach an external server. So we followed a structured approach where the step 1 is local configuration check. First, I ran ipconfig. I verified that the host had a valid IP address, a correct subnetwork mask, and the default gateway was pointing to the intended router interface. So the step 2 is to the local reachability test. So where we will be using the command ping. So first I pinged the loop back address, which is 127.0.0.1 to ensure the TCP or IP stack was working. Then I pinged the default gateway address. A successful ping here confirms the local host and the first hop router interface are operational. So coming to the step 3, the path discovery. Since the gateway was reachable, the next step was to diagnose the path beyond our local network using the trace route to a distant server. So the combinations of these tools allowed us to pinpoint the issues, state the final conclusion. The ipconfig command identified the subnet mask was incorrect, preventing communication with the gateway, or the trace route identified the failure was at the ISP's second router. The correct configuration of the specific setting was applied, and a final ping command verified end-to-end connectivity. So thank you all for watching, and please do share with your friends.